What is up everyone, here's Mars, back in Minecraft with a new video on how to build. Um, you might be wondering what happened to the series on Minecraft Realm that you had. Well, I'm still collecting a lot and mining a lot whenever I get the chance to finish up the library. It's almost finished, well, almost to the point where I'd be willing to show you. It's almost there, but still, here comes another very asked video on how to build a tower. This video is not going to be how to build exactly, it's just gonna be tips and tricks on how to build a tower. Here's a model of a tower that I'm going to show you. I've got a little bit that I'm gonna use to explain, but let's start. First of all, you want different shades of many things, like andesite for cobblestone and then different types of wood to add a different shading. But first tip would be don't make it a cube. Don't start with a cube. That's just gonna make it really ugly. Don't do that. Try to make a circle. If you don't know how to make a circle, then here's a really cool thing that you can do with the circle. Right? So first of all, you go 3, and then you go 2 to the side, and then 2 again to this side, and then 3. This would be to this circle right here. I do have some wood. Let me take this off to make it look more circular. Got it right there. Don't focus on that. Look at this. Because should be like that, and it's a circle, and then you've got smaller circles like this one that looks a little more squarish, but in a game where the cubes are so big, it's kind of very limited. I'll be using this circle here to make another video, but I will not be showing you how I build it. Either way, let's make a circle. We're gonna make it not as big as the one I showed you, not with a secondary smaller circle, but we're gonna have a circle like this. Now 3, 2 straight, like diagonally, I think, and then 3 more, and it's just gonna go all around. Then in each one of the corners, let's say this is a cube, you get a corner here, right there, and then you're gonna have one on each of the diameter ends of the circle. Let me make this time so that we can see. I'm gonna bring it up. Towers are supposed to be pretty high, so we're gonna make this as high as you want. I'm making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made this one 6 cubes tall. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just depends on how much you want to add, how high you want to make it. So you've got the tower. When you do this, you want to make sure that you keep the circulature all around. So let's say these things are making it look actually because of that, it doesn't actually look so circular. Right here's where the door is gonna be, so let me just fix this up real quick, and I can add the other one of those pillars right there. Perfect, and now we do this. Now we've got that. Perfecto, although it doesn't seem to look. And the video that I made where I was making the house, this might be a little bit longer because the tower is so much bigger and harder to explain, but you want to make it look stable. You want to make it look very realistic to the point where if it was a real home, it would be stable and would look like it would actually work as a home. This is a tower, so we're gonna do the same thing. A lot of pillars, a lot of support pillars. I'm not gonna show you how to make the inside of things just like I did with the home. That would be for a separate video. But to make it even more realistic, you can add inside beams to make it look more supportive, but we're not gonna be able to see that because that's all gonna be on the outside. There's gonna be a wall. Let's do this. Now we gotta fill this in. Let's fill out the tower. We'll make the windows later on as the detailing part, and let's just continue to fill in this and give it the shape. We will be playing around with the shape later on because this part has the thing here. It makes it a little bit harder, but not really harder, just, you know, like this. Actually, it's supposed to be like that, since I'm now realizing. Oof. Gotta drink more water, and yeah, just like that. I'm gonna try to make this as fast as possible because the tower is so much bigger. It might take a little bit longer, maybe 40 minutes I'll give it. We've got 4 minutes so far. We made the bottom walls. We're gonna keep making the walls up here. That deletes because we're not gonna be able to see that. Gonna move up, move up. Let's put this in the inside to make like a support thingy. Another one. Whoopsiety poop. Alright. So the support beams are pretty much all filled up now. But obviously I gotta continue doing this. You're gonna do the same thing here on the other sides. I might edit this part out, so stay with me. Alright, and after you have everything filled out, you'll notice that the inside looks like this. Something I'm going to do right here in the bottom where we didn't put any of the stairs, I am going to put some stairs down because it makes it look a little bit less squarey. And you've got this inside. It looks absolutely amazing. I really love it. Now let's look at the outside. The outside is taking a lot more shape now. It looks a lot more like a tower. Another thing that I would mention to avoid is, let's say you got a tower, you get this for long. Instead of making each one of these here, like let's say you made this and then you made this one, let's try to keep the next one up similar to this size. You don't want to be like this and then one less, which is fine. It's fine if you go one less, but you don't want to just continue doing that, because after a little while of you doing that, where you keep decreasing the length, instead of it looking like a tower going up, it's gonna start looking somewhat like a dome, you know, somewhat like if it's curving inward, and you do not want that, because it'll make it look like maybe a rocket or a bottle. I've seen one person do it like that, and it is somewhat like a mistake. That's precisely what you can see. I made this like 6 feet. I believe it's 6 long. Yeah, 6 long, and then you've got this one that's 5 long, and then you've got this one that's 4 long. But when you come to this one, it's back at 5 long, because if I had made that smaller, it would look like it's kind of curving inward, and that doesn't look very good. You want it to kind of curve upward and outward, kind of like that, not like this. That's just gonna make it look like a dome. We've got the shape down. Let's make the top. Let's make the top part of this. I'm just gonna put that there. You guys can put something else, whatever you want. Maybe you want like a one thing that is glass. I really don't care. And let's make that. Let me grab a little bit to make it even pointier, because the pointier it is, the more. This is, by the way, a rustic build. Well, I'd rather do rustic things. I believe I just enjoy doing rustic things a lot more. But yeah, let's make this. Let's drop that to only 2, and then this goes up like that. Maybe you got this in the top like we did on that. But now it looks somewhat like a weird ship. So let's keep it somewhat short. Looks a lot better this way. I'd say maybe adding this. Honestly, that looks a lot better to me. The towers usually don't just look like that, and they have like a little cabin out in the top. So what if we make a cabin? Let's do that. Let's make a cabin. Well, a cabin, like a little bit princess place. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Where the princess gets trapped with the dragon. Let's make something like that. So It's gonna look like that. We're gonna make it look like that, but it's not gonna be that effective because obviously this is not a ginormous tower. Let's make it 3 tall. You only need a person in there because this is not a big tower. We have to make this pretty small too. Let's drop this in here. And now we're gonna put, whoopsity poop. Gonna drop these guys in here. Just make it look like you've got a little bit of a balcony. Looks perfect. It's all about finding what you like most, just trying new things out. I can't stress it enough how people just go for the same exact thing over and over, and it just gets boring, you know? It gets boring. Let's do this. Let's bring this up a little bit. Oh, perfect. I really like how this is looking. I'm actually just gonna leave that part there. So like right there, I'm gonna leave that. Awesome. Let's put this in just to cover this little part. I don't know if I'm gonna like it though. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Now let's grab this guy and let's bring it up, and then we've got this here. And up here, you got that. Now we have a small little place for the princess to lay and just wait for the prince to come. And now we have to start decorating. But before that, we have to finish a little bit of the extra stuff. For example, you want windows in your tower, don't you? I definitely do want to have windows in my tower. So let's say we have oh wait, let's make it daytime. Maybe 40-50 minute video. I'm not going as fast as I would like, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm just taking my time right now. Let's see. To make windows, where are we gonna make the windows? You see, you got the door. Let's grab a door real quick. Door. We want to make this look like it's a very old door. Let's grab this. It looks like a more rustic looking door. Gonna put it on the outside. A little bit of a different shading too, which is fine with me. Let's make it look like it's a little more steady and sturdy in the bottom by putting a couple of slabs down in the bottom like we did in the other one actually. Let's get rid of this door. Let's grab this. Perfect. Alright, we got the door right there. Awesome. Let's put this to make the door look a lot bigger. Also, let's go ahead and start grabbing some fence. Let's grab the dark one. Dark one might bring a little bit of better contrast. You can use whatever color you want, obviously. It all depends on you. Actually, let's use wood for this instead. For the highlights, let's use some wood. Let's grab... What kind of wood are we grabbing? Let's grab spruce wood. Spruce wood, perfect. That doesn't contrast with the other wood very well. How about we grab darker wood? Darker. Let's grab this. There we go. That makes a much better contrast. You can obviously see the difference between this brown and this brown darker shade. Makes it look so much better. Let's put windows on these sides right here. That's gonna make it look so much better. We're gonna keep this bottom part right there so that it looks nice. Though I'm not sure how well windows would look. It's you see, this is a tower and it's very rustic, so having windows I don't think would look that good. I suppose you can use where is it? Suppose you can use iron bars, but I'm trying to go for better contrast, so I'm gonna keep this here on the side. Gonna keep using this for the windows, just because I want a little bit of change, right? Change all around this place. Let's grab this. Let's put this on every side. That's where we're gonna have our lights. I'm gonna have a light in 4 corners, and we're gonna have lights up here too. But we'll decide that later. Let's continue with the windows. See, as it's a weird window. It's a really weird window, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. So we got this little bit of an overhang to avoid the water. What would it look like if I had the thing like that? Looks a little better. I like that better. Let's use that instead. Same thing that we did on the door. Alright, got this. Now it's starting to look a little bit, I don't know, like these things are jolting out. So how about we do something here in the, after all, we are gonna have a light source right here in the corner, so why not make a little bit of a overhang for the light? Maybe higher would look better? I'm not sure. Let's take a look at that real quick. Actually, I kind of like higher. After all, since I'm making this going upward, which I like the look of it, kind of makes it look somewhat Japanese. Like Asian culture-ish. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Probably don't. But, see, it makes it go up. Maybe look like a Asian tower. I like Asian stuff. Whatever. Let's continue making it. Just like that, perfect. Just gonna do the same thing up here. Let's do the same thing here. This time, whoops. This time we're gonna have it a little bit farther up. Instead of having this in the top, we're gonna have these guys level with that. I'm gonna break the bottom. Just like that, perfect. It kind of look like eyelashes, to be very honest with you guys. But that might just be me. I kind of feel like I want to do it one more time right here. It's gonna be a little bit different though. Yeah, just like that, although no, you see that is kind of doing that. That is doing that, like, oh my goodness. You can definitely understand what I'm saying, can't you? I like this, I like this. Having it like that makes it look a lot better. So now we're gonna have it in the top. Makes a good contrast with it, because first we started with these going have a block under this brown log, and then now we have it flush, and then we have it on top, which to me seems very good. It's weird working with slabs. Really weird working with slabs. Okay, now we got it all around. We've got this beautiful thing. It's looking a lot better. Let's continue going with the windows down here in the bottom. Honestly, there's not much I can do, although, let's see. Let's look for the light source. I want to grab this for the light source, but I also want to have torches. These would probably be better on the bottom, though. I don't know. I'm going to use these guys because they're a lot better looking. Just have these right in the corners. Just go ahead and do this. Now at night it's gonna look a little bit better too. Perfect. And now let's do something with this bottom part. This bottom part looks a little bit awkward. What can we do with the bottom part to make it look less awkward? What can we do? Something we can do is grab some trap doors. Can make it look really good. Trap doors. Let's see. I'm thinking about going with this one because it looks a little bit more of that medieval kind of look. But other things could work. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to go in the bottom part. Just go all around with this. Perfect. Just like that. Just like that. And this is going to add a little bit of a different shape. A little bit of a... yeah, a different shape. Really don't know what to say anymore. Let's bring this just a little bit upward since it's 4 blocks tall, this one up here. Then they're not gonna be like, there's not gonna be a middle portion though. Maybe like that. It doesn't actually look that bad. I will keep it like this though. It doesn't look too bad, but let's keep it like that. Let's keep it. This bottom part, how about if we make it up here too? And yeah, I think I like it like this too. Just having it up top. Although that doesn't even look too bad. You guys choose. It is your choice after all. You do whatever you want with your build. This part here looks a little bit weird. So let's grab something to fill that in. Let's grab some buttons. You can use, let's see. Buttons. Let's grab this. Give it a little bit more contrast. You can use buttons to make it look like it's some kind of pin, or if you hammered in a nail into that part. To me, it just adds a little bit extra detail that this very much needs. We're just trying to add details now that we got everything finished. Got this down. Let's do the same with other parts of the build. How about up here? Much better. Now the buttons aren't going to actually do anything related to redstone, but when it comes to adding that can you add thing? No, you can't do that. But when it comes to adding some extra detail, it definitely looks perfectly fine. Let's do this. Oh wait, we got some buttons here on the side, so let's not do this instead. Let's change that up. Where are we gonna put the buttons? Put the buttons here in the top. Let's put the buttons here. Put the buttons right on top of this stuff. Oh crap, I just noticed something. Oh, never mind, I didn't. I'm dumb. Let's continue. Now let's make more windows. Let's make windows here. Windows right here. Perfect. Let's grab some windows. We want to just fill every part that looks empty. Wherever you see that something looks pretty much empty, just add something. It doesn't matter what it is. Like having something as random as a... Damn it. Something as random as a trapdoor will add so much to it right now. This I have not made in the past. Never have. I'm just going out of what I can with my creativity, I guess. You guys use your creativity as well. Something I'm noticing is right here, you see these things look pretty nice, but I kind of want to add some here on these open parts. As I was saying earlier, you've got an open space with nothing under, and you can think you can add something different, but I kind of want to add this. I think it would add a little bit more, I guess, spikiness, but let's do that. Let's add maybe this. We could do this. No. What can we add? That does not look that good. Oh, I have an idea. I see what we can add. Where is it? Yes, I'm repeating myself a lot. Oh, I found it. No, that's not it. Where is it? Okay, let's look it up. Stairs? There's stairs right there. Perfect. Let's use this. Daytime, so that people can see much better. We're gonna add this right there on each side, and that's just gonna add a little bit more spikiness on that part. Let's do the same thing over here, but this time right here. That's gonna make it look so much better, guys. Now you really got a nice tower. It's got those things spiking out, looking real nice. See? Alright, next open part is right there, and then upper. But we still have to finish this because it does look a little bit weird. What can we add to this? How about we do that? Perfect. Let's grab the same thing that we have here, and we're just gonna put it here. On this block here at the top, what I did here to make it different levels is this. I grabbed this block and I aimed at the bottom of it, and I put it right there, right on top of this, with flush with that. Then on this side, instead of looking at this block up here, which if I had, I would have been just straight, I looked at the one in the bottom and I aimed at the top of it, which is gonna put it right underneath that, making it look like a little bit better overhang. Same thing with this. Ooh, perfect. Something you could do is that, but I don't know how I'd like that. I'd rather the overhang idea a little bit better. Nice. I kind of want to add something right here in the bottom though. What can I add? That could give it a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. How about here? That looks even better. Okay, let's add these walls right here on the sides, on the stone. You guys can put it here if you guys really want to. Definitely can, much like it looks like that. In fact, let's put some light sources right here to light up that part, and then up here in the top we're gonna do the same thing right behind these spiky thingies. I'm gonna call them spiky thingies, Japanese spiky thingies. We're gonna maybe do the same at the top. Seems like it. Seems like we are. Then we're gonna do that with this part. What we're doing here is this, guys. That doesn't look too weird. Anyways, right here, since that is flush and we can't put anything on this one, we're gonna have this on every window. I'm gonna call it a window, though it's more of a outlook or a balcony. I'm not too sure. Just right on top of the balcony. That's gonna bring a lot of light into everything, and you'll see how good it looks at night. Something about the bottom doesn't seem right though. I kind of want to add more things in the bottom. Go away, sheep, go. Gotta be kidding me. Sheep has to die because of its own stupidity. Let's add a couple of walls. We're using a lot of walls here, but to me that's just fine. You see, it adds shape. Let's have this just on top of this right there, so that this block doesn't look too empty. Just gonna add a little bit of shape after all. The wall looks really interesting. It's a very interesting looking block, and I'm not gonna put any up here because I am trying to get the shape of the building to go inwards and upwards. What if I put something under that? Under that doesn't seem that bad. It's definitely adding a little bit of a shape to that side of the wall that looks a little bit empty. Oh, something we did here, you see right here we've got one pillar and then one pillar, and then on this part we have two pillars and it's back to one pillar. Why did I do that? Something you can do whenever you're building. Let's say you got the pillar here, and what I did in the bottom is this. I did that. Let's grab something that I'm in much need of. Let's grab this, and then you can bring it in like this. You can bring in the pillar if you're making a tower like that. You got this is going inwards, and that is supporting this pillar, right? And you can continue doing that all the way up. But if you want to add some difference on your build, let's say right here where we have two, something else you can do to do the same thing is you grab the stone, or it can be other material too, whatever you grab, and you put it here to support. And instead of having something in and then going in like this, you can make it go up like that, right? Make it go up like that. Now, does that seem a little weird since it should be kind of going thicker in the bottom and then tighter at the top? Well, not necessarily. As long as you know how to, as long as you manage to get the shape down with all the decorations and things like that, then you see right there, it's just gonna look perfectly fine. Especially if here in the top you're just going to grab another support and then put another pillar right on the top of it, just like that, which is exactly what I did on this tower. Now let's get rid of this because this doesn't look very good. But yeah, that's something you can do when it comes to building the pillars and having it taper in. I think I'm done with the bottom part. I think I really am done with the bottom part. Let's see, where's the, got the thing here. Okay, we've got the, actually let's grab this and let's put this here just to make it look like there is some kind of like a way inward. And let's go up to the next part, and right here you see this U. It looks a little bit empty to me. So let's do something that we did on the house that we made. Where's the house that we made? That's the house that we made in the video. It's a very small house. Definitely looks small from here. You guys can see how I made it in my channel. Oh, it's down here. You guys can see how I made it in my channel. Made it on about 30-minute video. Definitely not that bad. Now, what we did on the windows on that house is that we put some dirt right there. Now we're not gonna leave it like that because obviously dirt looks horrifyingly bad. So we're gonna grab some trapdoors. I don't want the same trapdoors like these ones. We can definitely use these ones because they look gorgeous. Oh, where is it? They look gorgeous with that. But we're gonna use different ones because we're not gonna have like the same thing on other sides. It'll just look odd, you know what I mean? So let's find something different. Which one should we use? I kind of want to use the normal trapdoor. What's around this? Around this, there's nothing much around this that will make this color kind of unnoticeable. So let's grab it and let's see how it looks. Looks pretty good. That looks perfectly fine, fits in perfectly. Let's do that all around. Do that all around. And what we're gonna do with this dirt, you might be asking, why have dirt? It's so far up. Why have dirt in the first place? So instead of using a pot, which you can definitely do, you can grab some normal block and just put down and use a a flower pot and then put the flowers in there. But that's gonna be a very small pot. You can still see the flower. Same thing of detail. You kind of want to use that if you want to add other types of detail in the same wall. Right now I'm trying to fill the wall with a little bit of detail. I don't want to have too much detail in there. I'm just trying to get this as fast as possible, so that's why I'm going with the bigger version of that pot. Let's grab Wither Rose. I mean, it is a tower, and we are saying that there's supposed to be like some kind of princess in the top, so let's grab the Nether Rose. It looks very cool. It's a black rose. Really, really cool. Honestly, you can't really see it because it's black, but you can use any color. You can use any flower. You can use blue, red, yellow. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you. And do that there. And now these sides look a little bit empty, but let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. Maybe since we are putting it on that, maybe we can, on stone I mean, maybe we can use like a lighter shade of wood to make it contrast a little bit, like come out. Definitely not bad. We'll keep it like this. Looks fine to me. This tower, I was actually trying to make it smaller than this tower right here that I made a few days ago, but it ended up being bigger. Now we're already at 32 minutes. Jesus, we have to hurry this up. Let's continue with the next phases. How about we make yet another window right here. Let's grab these guys right here. And let's make more windows. Once again, fudge sticks. Once again, I will be showing you how to work with the inside of the tower in another video, same as I will with the house that we built. I'm going to show you how to deal with the so little space, because we're making really small stuff and it looks great. But how do you deal with it since it's so small in the inside? How can you fit all this stuff? I'll make a video on how you can fit more stuff into small spaces, just to make it a little bit better. But either way, I'll show you guys in another video for this same exact tower. I might be making one with that tower as well. Definitely gonna be making one with that house. The one with the house might be going after this one though. So let's hurry up. Let's say kind of want to change that for the stair, but you don't really have to. I'm gonna keep it like this just for the sake of argument. What can I do here? What do I want to do here? So I don't want to add this because we've got this thing. So something we can do is, let's grab more trapdoors. Grab the same trapdoor that we're using on that part. Since we've got trapdoors there, let's put the trapdoor right there. Although maybe that doesn't look too bad. Having it like this, like a little place where you can put another, like an actual flower pot would be nice. Well, no, same thing as a window. Doesn't look good. I don't like that. Although you can do this, guys. Something else you don't necessarily have to use this material for the windows. Let's grab this. This is gonna make it so that if you ever want to look out the window, you can actually look out the window. Though it's kind of opening inward. So let's look outward while we are trying to place it. This way when you open it, it actually looks outward. Now, come on. Let's close it just so that it looks like that. Perfect. Honestly, I kind of look the looks of this a little bit better, but let's just keep it there because I'm too lazy to change it. Got this in. Can definitely keep that there. I'm just fine with that. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine with this one. Gonna have that. Now we have another wall that's filled in, but let's put something in the bottom of that because I'm not really liking it. Where is it? Where is it? What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Gonna have this, which is the same thing that we use right here in the bottom with those windows. Gonna have it up here. Add a little tiny bit of consistency. If we really want to, we can actually put it here in the bottom as well, just to add a little bit more consistency. Because you do want some consistency, especially if it's like a circular build. Now we've got a beautiful thing. Now this part here looks a little bit awkward. I don't know what to do with it. It's so few blocks. It's only 3 blocks on the side. and we're not really supposed to put too much that'll make it stick out because it's supposed to taper inward. So something we can do is this. Let's take this out, almost as if we were making another window, but we're not going to make another window. We're going to grab the cobblestone walls and we're gonna put them in like this, and that's just going to add another level of depth that you can use. That's gonna make it look so much better. That looks excellent. Excellent, I tell you, excellent. Now this maybe like that. This look good? No, that doesn't look good. Well, it can look good. It depends on the person, really. I don't like it, so I won't be doing that. Let's grab some flower pots. After all, we did say we were gonna put something in there. Whoops, that's not the button. Pot. Gonna grab the flower pot. Gonna put whoopsidy poop. Now let's whoops. In order to put the flower pot on this, you've got to be crouching, because right clicking on it just like that will make it just flip. So make sure you're crouching when you're putting the flower pot on there. Let's grab a flower. Let's grab the blue one, just to add a little bit of color. Blue, 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 and blue. Perfect. You've got a nice little contrast of color. Actually, this flower you can barely see. It's kind of boring, honestly, because of how black it is. I know it looks dope as fuck, but we're trying to add a different kind of color just to add some happiness, some brightness to the build. You've got that blue thingy right there. Looks perfect. Now this side looks a little bit weird. Let's add more of this same contrast that we were adding here in the bottom and right there with those two. Let's make the same thing right here in the top. And we're just gonna put that in there. Although maybe a little bit lower. Maybe just a tad bit lower. Just like that. Definitely remember that you can put it even lower. Right now I'm just trying to fill the wall. That's why I'm trying to put it in the center of the pillar, just so that it takes up as much space as it possibly can. That way it'll just add a little bit of depth. It'll add different color, shading, you know what I mean. Now we've got the tower. Looks pretty much finished. How about we add a path? Let's grab a shovel real quick. Whoopsidy poop. Let's grab a shovel and let's add a little bit of a path to this. Whoops. Whoa, did not want to do that. Let's put that back. And let's add a path. And this path is just gonna continue going this way. Perfect. Now I've got a path outside of this tower, and the tower's complete. To me, you can add more things to the tower. It's all up to you. Add more detail, maybe expand it, maybe make a wall around it, maybe make another tiny tower right here in the bottom, like a shed or something. It's all up to you. You do you. Experiment. Definitely try new things out. Don't be afraid to rebuild get rid of everything and then start rebuilding. Don't be afraid of doing that. Even if you do make a weird shape with the pillars, it's all about the decoration. The decoration is really what gives it the actual shape. That shape's not just gonna make it look good, it's gonna give it more shape. Make sure you decorate as much as you can. The more detail there is on it, even if it is a very easy build like the one I just showed you, it's gonna make it look like it's a lot more difficult, a lot more difficult than it really is. And you can see how we built it in this video. It really isn't that difficult. You just make a very simple shape upwards, and then you just decorate on each face. Like every face that you find that is a little bit too simple, a little bit empty looking, a little bit plain looking, just add something in there. It doesn't have to be that. You can add multiple different things. You can add one thing. You can add different things, like let's say this cobblestone right here. Well, we could have used something else. We could have used wool, for God's sakes. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, something that we did on the house is that we grabbed different parts of shading with the andesite for the cobblestone. Or we actually did it with the wood. But this is a perfect example. If you don't just like watching, looking at so much cobblestone, it gets dizzy because it's too much. It's a little bit weird. Something you can do is grab some andesite and just kind of get rid of random parts of wall with cobblestone and just use andesite to fill it in, and that's gonna add a little bit of difference, a little bit of more rusticness, different texture, you know what I'm talking about. You can do that definitely. Jesus. Yeah, you do this, just add random andesite everywhere. That's gonna actually give your eyes a little bit of a break when it comes to this same shape over and over again. And that's gonna add so much more. It's gonna look so much better. But yeah, guys, like, you guys definitely try your own thing. Can make it as big as you want, as wide as you want, as tall as you want, as long as you're getting that detail in there. As long as feel free to copy the details that I have here, like this. You can obviously copy that. It's not like I'm gonna copyright strike you or anything. Yeah, feel free to use whatever you want, create new things, make it as weird as possible. That's really the only way you're gonna find new shapes, new things that you can use to make it look good. Let's take a look at this tower down here in the bottom. Use a little bit of an example. We've got 41 minutes. Let's end this quickly. Here we use some orange to give it a little bit of contrast. We actually have glass on this one. On this one we have two different peaks, and it's supposed to be like a chimney. You got the two chimneys up, and yes, it is like a pillar using as a chimney, but it doesn't matter, right? You have the smoke coming out if you really want to have that chimney. This looks almost kind of like a witch tower looking thing. But yeah, we've got this huge part. Got some open windows with the staircases that we use. We've got a little bit andesite things. We've got leaves that we can put down to add a little bit of color for the rusticness. Just makes it look that much better. Remember, if we add one weird color like orange, we want to try to add it all over the build to add some consistency. You don't want to have that one spot where everything kind of falls out of place. You want to have some consistency. Make sure that you're putting lighting all around your build. If you make something good looking, make sure that people can actually see it, especially at night when everything looks so much more dramatic. Right here in the top, probably should have added something to make it a little brighter. Got the path. You probably noticed that I like doing this. Just adds a little bit of a new shape, different depth, you know. And then we've got different shades of wood to add some extra contrast, some different shading. You know what I mean. Just looks so much better. Like you've got the detail. Just add detail. Every single part that you see that you think doesn't look right, you think you should add something. Add something. It's not that hard. Just get something as simple as a freaking trapdoor and you got it. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked it. This was Mars with another tutorial on tips and tricks how to build a tower. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and share. And leave a comment down below if any of you are hating on the video. Definitely like haters. Haven't had a hater yet. When I get my first hater, I'll definitely make a celebration. But it doesn't matter. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.